travels around the world, I've met so many beautiful women from all walks of life. They've taken me into their lives, inspired me and made me laugh. I've always believed the best way to understand a country is through its people. And now I'm about to discover it's a woman's world. I was starting to form an idea of who and what Russian women were. The ones I'd encountered so far were incredibly strong, almost tough, yet feminine at the same time. There is definitely no victim mentality in Russia. This idea was strongly reinforced as I went to the Soviet-style apartment of photographer Varvara Lozenko, and she explained one of her latest photography projects.
I was thinking about the importance of flower giving in the life of a woman. All these women, they have been blind their whole lives, but who can nevertheless feel the flower phenomenon. I asked those blind ladies what the idea of beauty is, and none of them said beauty is the face of a young photo model or actress or this or that. Real beauty, it is something that even blind people can see.
Varvara had welcomed me with wonderful Russian hospitality, and I jumped at the chance to join her as she returned to one of the oldest villages in Russia, Izborsk. Izborsk is located over 600 kilometers northwest of Moscow, near the Estonian border. Varvara has fallen in love with the village and visited in the summer, taking photos of the babushkas or grandmothers that make up over 80% of Izborsk's population. No sooner had we arrived and we met one of the babushkas Varvara had taken a photo of.
Well, she likes it.
Oh, she loves it. Well, Varvara's just given a photo of a woman that she took last time to her, and she loved it. And Varvara's gone to go do her shopping. It's sweet that people still behave like that. It's incredible, actually.
Да, все вот купила, что вы просили.
They had everything she wanted.
Carrying the groceries, we headed towards Yekaterina's house.
How does it make you feel when you get a reaction like that?
Well, this is really happiness. Makes me feel happy, really. Happier than when pictures are published in magazines. Really.
This is her house here?
Спасибо большое.
Вот вы здесь
Нет,
живете, получается, да?
это ничего, не яблочко нынче.
She's asking you if we can help with the firewood.
Yeah, and I think we should. Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I would regard it as an honor.
Right, so they told me that they wanted me to chop some firewood. They left me with an axe, and this is the pile of firewood. I might be in this town for 2 weeks, but I'm ready. Have you done this before, Varvara?
No, never.
Don't need to in the cities, eh?
Как они распилим, так и колите.
Нет, ну помельче или покрупнее?
Хорошо так, хорошо, очень.
It sounds like she's angry.
No, she's very happy.
How much does she need?
Это Бог послал.
Well, she thinks God sent you to her for helping her. God
You
sent.
told me this was a very spiritual town.
The difference in life expectancy between men and women in Russia is one of the largest in the world, with women outliving men by 10 years. Therefore, most of the population in rural villages are women, and most of them are living alone.
Чуть-чуть поближе, вот, да, вот в эту сторону.
Great. I wanted to ask you, I've noticed that people don't smile in photos here. Is this something very Russian?
A smile is something that is natural. It should come natural, shouldn't it? Unless it is natural, it's nothing. If it's a forced smile, or if it is the so-called polite smile, it's not a smile at all. And Russians are more sincere in this aspect than most Europeans because they never smile unless they feel like smiling.
Down the road from Yekaterina lived an 82-year-old woman who still worked the land.
We've just arrived at Olga's house now. She's returned from picking berries in the forest. And Varvara's taking a photo of the beautiful berries she's picked. It's very interesting going around with Varvara. She has a real way with the people of Izborsk that's getting me into bedrooms, sitting on babushkas' beds with their cats, checking out their cranberries on the floor, really seeing an incredibly different side to Russia. Oh, yay! What's the cow's name?
Зоря.
Вот надо идти перевязывать ее, она меня навязывает.
Hardworking Olga was thrilled with the photo of her and her cow, reminding her that something needed to be done.
I'm gonna go and give water to a cow now. This really is country life. Came looking for it and I've got more than I bargained for. Does she live here on her own? Really? She does all this like farm work on her own.
She thinks that it's a man's work.
It's not a man's work, I'll help her.
Давай
No,
двое.
she's...
Двое с тобой.
No, she... Нет, нет.
Давай двое.
Нет.
И ты, и я.
Нет, нет. What kind of woman would I be if I let an 85-year-old woman carry it? Can't believe she was going to fight me to do it.
Давай помогу.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, I'm quite glad that Varvara decided to take a photo. Give me a break. I'm bringing it. It's not going to attack me when I get there, is it? I'm really impressed by her character because she works really hard, but she's got such a happy disposition.
It's not just laughing. She does a lot of crying
По сыну,
also.
по мужу плачу и смеюсь.
She cries about her
И
deceased
сестра умерла, вот
husband
3
and
года
her
будет,
deceased
17-го.
son and her sister. No, it's not a very funny life.
По-всякому.
I didn't mean to upset her.
No.
It's the reality, yeah?
She lives in harmony with nature. That's why I think she is so harmonious and natural in spite of her difficult life.
Camilla-то моя.
I never thought I'd be put to work with farmhand duties or chopping wood, but obviously this is something that's really important to this community, especially for older women who've lost their children and their husbands, got no family to help them, and it's incredible. They're living here on their own off the land, and then along I come with Varvara, obviously got a bit of strength of youth behind me, even though I'm pretty useless at it and they're probably better, but I can help them out. And it felt really good to do that. I feel very lucky to have been part of the moment when she brings back the photos that she took last time she was here. It's good when someone does that. How many times do you travel and take photos of all these people and promise to email them to them and you never do it? Varvara does it.